Hello again, video viewers. It's been a while. I've been sort of working on other projects and things. Work's been busy, working on cars, traveling and seeing family and all of that stuff. So yeah, I thought we'd kick this off with just another relaxing one. I thought, well, best way to start it is this card. So every now and then you get a computer part that just comes along and it's actually really awesome. Like this passive heatsink, I mean, look at it, it's thick. It's a Zalman heatsink, and it's mounted to a WinFast Titanium 500. The card was made around 2001 to 2002. It's got 64 megabytes of DDR video memory. It's at 128-bit bandwidth, and it's got a core clock of 240 megahertz. So I thought, oh, I've had this thing for a couple of years, and due to the heatsink, it doesn't fit against a slot 1 CPU very well. Well, at least the one I have. And I thought, well, you know, it's a 2001 card, so why don't I put together a 2001 to 2002 PC build? Because that's logical and only feeding a computer addiction. Yeah. Anyway, just another computer to add, but you know, I always enjoy doing a computer build. So we have the card, it does work. It has one issue with the DVI output, but that's okay, we're not going to use it. And yeah, it seems to work really good. And from what I understand, being a GeForce 3 500 Ti, it's actually the fastest GeForce 3, and it does actually hold its own. It's actually quite a powerful little card, and yeah, it can play some games sort of above its means a little bit. Not well, but you know, gets there. So we'll showcase that, and I'll show you guys the rest of the parts we're using. Alright, so the next part is going to be this motherboard. I didn't go with, it is a Socket 370 board. It's by Gigabyte. It is a GA60XT, I think revision 1 or 1.1, sorry. And it is the 815 EP chipset. I'm just reading my spec sheet. It supports up to 133 megahertz frontside bus and up to 1.4 gigahertz for the Tualatin CPU. Also up to 512 megabytes of memory, which for most things back then was actually still quite a large amount of memory for a home computer, I guess. But yeah, I wanted to try Tualatin, so this is what we picked up. It's got a Cooler Master heatsink. I have bench tested this, so I can't show you the CPU that's under it because it's clipped in, and being plastic you probably don't want to keep taking it off and on, so we're just going to leave that. It has the universal AGP slot right there. We've got 5 PCI slots, and the one X4, I think it's an X4 slot. The board has currently 256 megabytes of SD RAM on board, and that's at 133 megahertz. So yeah, we've got the board, got the graphics card, oh, and in here is a 1 gigahertz Tualatin Pentium 3, released around 2001, and it's at 1 gigahertz and 133 megahertz frontside bus. So I didn't go for the fastest one. I just thought 1 gigahertz sounds really cool. Just round number, so we're gonna go with it. The next part which I actually got from a recommendation from Phil's Computer Lab, is the Audigy 1. It's actually a really good sound card. It supports EAX, which a lot of games actually still support, and especially the ones I want to play, sorry. And it also has DOS support, so you can load up DOS drivers. I've yet to actually do any pure DOS gaming on it, but it's actually quite compatible, and it just looks cool because it's all gold plated. So yeah, that's pretty neat. So I've got that. Other things, just a Realtek Fast 100 Ethernet adapter, oh sorry, gigabit. This does have Windows 9X drivers. What else have we got here? For storage, just got ourselves a 80 gigabyte Seagate drive, IDE of course. I've actually got it partitioned in such a way where I think I'm only using like 60 or 40 gigs for Windows 98. For power, it's got a Cooler Master GX 650. It's way overkill for this machine, but I had it handy and it works. So we got that. Right, so I got all these parts, but I need a case to put it in, and I need something that's sort of period correct for a 2001, 2002 build, and I didn't want to go with a beige box, so I waited a wee while on a local Trade Me eBay type thing, and I found this. Not a very good camera angle. So I have picked up a Lee, what is it, a PC-7 Plus. I just had to move the camera back, but yeah, PC-7 Plus. It's not their full primo case or, you know, real fancy one, but it's still aluminium or aluminum, whatever they call it. And it's black. I didn't go for silver. I wanted a black computer. I'm just sick of beige. Well, I'm not sick of beige, but you know, something real classy about having brushed metal black case. And it is actually a really nice case. You got power, reset, came with a floppy disk drive and these two CD-ROM drives. Well, one of them is a DVD burner. We've got another one which I want to try out. The one thing this doesn't have, which is kind of annoying, is the slide out tray for the motherboard. So you've seen on some other builds on YouTube, the motherboard has this thing that just slides out. If you watch LGR, the Windows 98 build he did with his Lee case, has had this slide out tray. But you know what, how often am I going to be pulling the board out on this? I don't think it's going to be that often. But it does have the slide in for the power supply, which I've already pre-mounted to that. So yeah, it's quite a handsome case, needs a bit of cleaning, but what we'll do, so I'll turn that all around. There's a few marks and things on it I need to clean up. You can see there, it's got some goo and stuff just sort of stuck to it, and there too. So we need to get all of that off. So what we'll do is we'll clean the case up and we'll get a build started. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give this thing a wipe down with a damp microfiber cloth. Yeah, this thing needs I think some actual cutting agent. For the sticker residue. Just knock that explosion in, or ISO. And just gonna give this a clean. As I said, it doesn't have the removable motherboard shelf. That's okay. Right, I'm gonna just try this booster muscle out here on the sticker stuff just to see if that will help. It's actually just glass cleaner, which I'm gonna use on the whole case pretty much. And this one's a bit more stubborn. I think I'm just using friction at this point. There we go. Well, that's looking quite a bit better. Alright, now that's all clean. Let's put some bits in it. Actually, the first thing I'm going to start with is this Noctua. It's like a resistor, and it limits the speed of the case fan because the computer or motherboard doesn't have any PWM, can't remember what it is. Real fan control, it just runs it at 12 volts, so that will just help step down the voltage to the fan. Alright, so I've sort of tried to make my I/O headers all nice. I don't have a modular PSU, so there is quite a lot of spaghetti. Alright, so power's sorted. I had to get a wire adapter because there's not enough Molex for this power supply, and just hidden everything in here. So yeah, joys of non-modular power supplies. But yeah, what we'll do is, I think this is supposed to have 4 thumb screws, but I don't have 4 of these, so let's getting 2. Alright, next thing I want to do before I put the board in is take out this CD-ROM drive. Just realised that the sun's probably overexposing the image. It's a Sony. I actually have just another one of these. So let's just fit it. It's a light scribe. It's IDE as well. Of course, before putting it in, make sure your cable select, wherever it is here. Sun's on a funny angle. Or sorry, your jumpers. I'm going to have this as the slave drive, which already is set as. I'll just slide that in. Alright, just going to drop the motherboard in. I don't have an I/O shield. I tried looking for one on eBay. For some reason, this type is just really hard to find. So yeah, going without one. Sorry about the camera angles. If I tilt my the tripod too much, the camera falls. The little suspension system or whatever they use to hold everything in is worn. But I got given it for free, so can't really complain. I've already done the standoffs for the board as well, so I'll get a few screws in here. Alright, get some power plugged in. Yeah, I don't like the drive hanging out like that, but it's not going anywhere, and I didn't want to put it down in these because, well, then I've got cables going everywhere down inside of the case, so we'll just put that down as a design decision. Get the next IDE cable. Let me come back to that. Alright, got the floppy connected, floppy disk drive. Let's get the old Big Mama here fitted. Holy Toledo. Some serious power. Right, that's in. I'm going to fit this just sort of further down here. It's quite wide. I got the card from AliExpress. I'll put a link in the description. It was just the one that Phil's Computer Lab shared. And lastly, I'll just put the network card in. Thankfully it is nice and small. And I completely missed putting my I/O in first, so I've got to take that sound card back out. Rookie move right there. It's either that or it's the I/O shield really, isn't it? Thankfully, not much of a problem. Right, I'm going to just go ahead and get all this spaghetti sorted. Alright, there's the inside shot of the machine. It came out alright. Still don't like the cables there, but you know what, that's actually not too bad. But yeah, I got the sound card in, the network card, and the video card. Got my fan restrictor for the Corsair fan that's in the front there. I've got this one here, but it's really loud, so I'm just going to leave that sort of tucked away over there. It's actually nice just to keep that mesh in. It's like a filter. But yeah, we'll finish putting the sides on, give them a clean, and crack into it. I'll start with just the side case. It's a little bit wiggly, and I think it's just these ears, so I'm just going to sort of by hand just sort of push them down, fold them back on themselves, just to give them a bit more tension, so I don't crush them too much. That's better. Just sort of helps to stop some of that rattling. Right, I think that's the tower. It's really nice, actually. I think it will actually be a really nice little gaming machine from 2002 to 1. I really like the case, actually. It's nice. So I think at this point what we'll do is we'll fire it up. I'm going to get Windows installed and all the games and things, and we'll cut back to the desktop. Alright, I have noticed that this drive, the belt, is getting a bit tired, and you can actually just hear it slip as I'm holding it. Sticky mechanism can be two things, either the lubrications, well actually three things. Lubrication either on the rails is not enough, or there's a crack in a gear which is causing a spot for it not to traverse over on the gears, or more than likely due to ages, these belts. And this one's actually super easy, so I'm going to show you guys how to change that with just a pair of tweezers. Okay, so I've zoomed in. This drive's really easy because the belt's just right here, so what I'm going to do is just use my tweezers here and just take it off like that. And I've got a universal belt kit, so let's see if I've got one. Okay, got my belt. It's a little bit smaller. Same thickness. Should hopefully just provide enough torque. The hard part's actually getting this on, because these belts have sort of been sitting in the packet, so they get a little bit warped. And they're just cheap, like eBay ones. I think I got like a universal packet for like $5 or something. Okay, actually didn't take too long. So let's give it a try. Let's see how much torque we've got on that belt. Should be able to stall the motor out. Yeah. Heaps of torque. And just with a pair of tweezers and some belts, let's see you change it out. Alright, so Windows is installed, drivers are installed, games are installed. I sort of just went ahead and did all of that. But there's something missing, and I think it's the desktop is kind of looking a little bit average. Needs a bit of jazzing up, jushing up. So I went out on the internet and I found some themes and screensavers and stuff like that. So let's have a look, see what I came up with. And that's a bit better. Nice jazzy Pentium 3 wallpaper right there. I left most of the other stuff the same. But what I did do is actually change some of the fonts and a little bit of the taskbar or top bar, whatever you call it, scheme there. I also installed the After Dark screensaver pack, and I like this DOS one because, well, you know, it's DOS. But it actually goes through your directories on your hard drive and actually will show you what's in there, which I thought was kind of neat, you know, bringing all of that up. I don't know how it does it or what trickery is involved, but you can see here, I think it's coming up about now. Yeah, that's what I've got on the hard drive of the machine, so I really actually kind of liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. I did all the updates and things. Got DirectX 9C, got our Pentium 3 showing there, and 256 megabytes of memory. Also in there is the display settings, which has, of course, the GeForce 3, TI 500, 64 megs showing there, and my driver version, I can't remember which one I installed. I'm using the VXD driver set for the sound card, and that's what the CMOS BIOS screens look like as we're booting up. But yeah, other than that, it's actually a really fast machine. I'm going to put some benchmarks and some games on it. Well, actually, sorry, I've already done that, but we're going to have a look at them and see what this machine can actually do, because it is from 2001, 2002 sort of specs, so trying to keep it within that realm. I think the Audigy might be a little bit newer than that, but it's a really good sound card actually, and great compatibility. So yeah, I'm just going to let that run through. We get a score, which you can see here, 8,281 points. I think that's alright, but yeah, we'll move on to a bunch of games and see what it can do.
3, 2, 1, go! You place first.
Play.
First blood. Double kill.
Play.
Life is pain. Get over it.
To the wall! Oh yeah!
You have won the match.
Oh my god, what if you hit me? With all of the
I understand that. It sounds like a great rally, but we're not a political station, and you haven't really told us why people should do this. What is it about?
Look, you want to help or not?
I don't know what I'm helping.
You're helping America. What kind of patriot are you? It's a rally.
You don't know what it's for, do you?
It's purple. Please come, everybody. It'll be real good.
All right, you fight the power, brother. Say, later on in the show, if you're into health foods or martial arts, we'll have a special guest just for you. This guy's really special. Not like a romantic cruise, but you can't walk on water. All right, let's go to the phones. Hello, caller, you're on Chatterbox.
Stay low and avoid contact if possible. You don't really want to alert the guards.
Flush him out! Don't move! Take down!
Yeah, deliberately pushed it with Far Cry there. It's quite a challenging game to run on a system like this. It barely meets the minimum specs, but yeah, and GTA 3 is actually another good one as well. Both actually run surprisingly well on it. But yeah, it was a pleasure to build this one. It was actually a lot of fun and easy going and nice and relaxing. But yeah, stick around because coming up soon is the 20th anniversary of GTA 3. So I'm going to be doing my sort of retrospective on that, and I needed a machine to play it, so here we go. But yeah, other than that, everyone stay safe and enjoy the upcoming videos, and catch you guys soon.